Hi everybody, it's Craftin Just Because with Cowan, and today we are going to be working with the You Always Deliver stamp set. When I first got the catalog, I knew I had to have this stamp set. First of all, I love him. I think he is just too cute. But best of all, I really liked the sayings and the font of the sayings. So I wanted to create some cards that would feature using this whole stamp set. And so I've had some fun. I kind of played around with some different things, and I created a couple projects. And I decided to go with some 6x6 cards this time. And what I did, which was really fun, is I took a few pieces of the 12x12 cardstock and then one piece of the designer series paper, See a Silhouette in the 12x12, and I cut it up and was able to get all these different cards out of it. So this one's the Sending You Birthday Wishes. This one, You Always Deliver. Delivering lots of positive thoughts. And then I always decorate the inside of my cards as well. Delivering Sunshine Your Way. This is the same, Delivering Sunshine Your Way. And then Thank You for Your order. And then yesterday on my Facebook Live, I featured this project. And it says, thank you for your order. And when you open it up and it says your order's here, and it has all kinds of fun stuff popping out of our mini shipping boxes from Stampin' Up. So I knew right away when I saw these shipping boxes, this is something I wanted to do. And the fun part of this is it took I took one shipping box and cut it in half and was able to get that same look and make 2 cards. So really, really fun. But today's project is a card that I saw featured by Griffith, and I love her. I love watching her. And I thought this totally reminded me of this set as soon as I saw her feature this card technique. And what it is folded up like a box. So it's called the 4-corner fold box. And so what you do is you create the card and you open it up like this, and then you can put it back together and it's like a shipping box. So I'm going to tell you guys how to make this fun project. And first of all, you're going to start with some crumb cake cardstock. And let me get you here the dimensions. Oh, I apologize. I called this the 4-fold card, fun fold card, but it's actually the 1/4 fold card. Okay, so we have our cardstock, and what you're going to do is you're going to cut a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 8.5, and then one that is 4.25 by 11. You're going to need your trimmer or scoring accessories, and on the 8.5 inch side, on the 5.5 by 8.5 inch one, you're going to score it at 2 1/8 on both sides. So I'm going to put it at 2 1/8. I'm going to score, and then I'm going to flip it around and do 2 1/8, just like that. Okay. Then on your 4.25 by 11 inch piece, on the 11 inch side, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to score it at 2 3/4 on both sides. Flip it around and do 2 3/4. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to burnish up those score lines. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to burnish that score line, but then I'm going to also burnish it the other way because there's a lot of folding with this card. I want to make sure that I get, that it's movable. Okay, so there's that piece. Now we're going to come in with this piece and burnish that score line and that score line, and then we're going to fold it inside out, burnish that score line and that score line, and then fold it back. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to glue this big piece right into the center of this piece. Okay, so I'm going to take my multi-purpose glue. You could also use tear and tape, It's up to you. I like to use my liquid multi-purpose glue, especially on a card like this, because it allows for some movement if I don't get it exactly straight. And I'm going to line it up. On either side of those score lines. Just like that. Make sure it's pushed down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it this way. So I want it the long way up and down. And I'm going to come in on my left-hand side, put this side down, come in with that side, put that side down, that side down, and this side down. And before I fold it up, I'm just going to burnish it all together. Give it a nice crisp edge, okay? Now what we're going to do is we need to cut a piece of cardstock that goes inside of our card so that we can stamp something on it. And so I'm taking, and I'm going to cut it at, let's see here, 4 1/8. 4 1/8, and I'm going to cut it at 5 3/8. And that will give us a tiny little bit of a border along that outside edge. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with my stamp set. And I'm going to stamp, I'm trying to think of what I want to stamp here. Let's do "You Always Deliver." So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up my words onto my mat so that it's on that line nice and straight. Pick it up with my block. And then I'm going to use my Memento ink. And I'm going to stamp that right up on top at the center. Just like that. And then I think I'm also going to add a shipping box to that as well. Or, you know, yeah, let's do that. Let's add our shipping boxes. There we go. And then I'm going to set that aside for now because we're going to need to color it. But I want, since we already have our ink out, I want to finish stamping up the rest of the pieces. So you also are going to have 4 pieces of cardstock that are balmy blue, and then 4 that are whisper white. On 2 of them, you're going to have 2 that are this. Ugh, my tongue is tied. I'm sorry. 2 balmy blue that are 2 by 2.5, and 2 that are 1 7/8 by 2 5/8. Then you're going to have 2 pieces of whisper white cardstock that is cut at 1 7/8 by 2 3/8, and 1 that is 1 3/4 by 2. On the white pieces, we want to get them all stamped up. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and stamp my packages on a piece here. And then, let's see here. I want to get my UPS delivery guy out because we want to stamp him on one. Oops, I kind of cut his little head off, but I think it'll be fine. And then, let's see here. I want to do my little dog. And at the same time, I think I'm going to do the mini shipping box, like he's jumping over it. Just like that. I kind of went up higher because I'm going to stamp on there a saying. But before I do that, I want to finish stamping all my Memento black ink stuff here. Let's see here. So then I think I'm going to do delivering positive thoughts. So I'm going to line that up on my grid here. And then I'm also going to do the vase of flowers, and I'm going to try to do them at the same time. So I'm going to do that. There we go. My vase is a little crooked, but you'll get the idea here. And then before we put our stamp set away, I'm going to go ahead and come in with my Poppy Parade Stampin' Ink. And I'm going to, on the doggy one, I'm going to put, get excited, because I want them to get excited for their order. So come in and stamp that right there at the bottom, just like that. And then we're going to color all this in with Stampin' Blends. So I'll tell you how we're going to do that here, or what colors we're going to use. Okay, I think that's all the stamps. Okay, so for the UPS delivery guy and for our boxes, for the main colors, I'm using dark soft suede, light soft suede, and dark crumb cake. And what I'm going to do is just come in with the dark soft suede and kind of go along some of the edges here. And then do the same thing on his little uniform. And on his pants. And then we also want to do these boxes as well. Oh, and we have to remember to do the inside piece. Well, we have all these same markers out. And then let's get that inside piece here. Okay, now we're going to come in with the light crumb cake, or sorry, light soft suede, and I'm going to just blend that all in. Okay. I apologize if you guys hear a dog barking. My dog is going crazy at the moment outside. The UPS guy was just here, and I think that he thinks that he's got to protect us, even though the UPS guy already drove away. he thinks that he's got to now go outside and protect the area. It's pretty funny. Okay, we're almost done with this color. Sorry guys, it's taken a little bit of time here. There is some coloring on this project, or with this stamp set, I should say. Okay, now we're going to come in with that dark crumb cake and color the rest in and blend it all together. Okay, now we're done with those colors. So let's get out our next set of colors. We're now going to use the light Mango Melody and the dark Daffodil Delight, and we're going to color in his shirt. So first we're going to start with that light Mango Melody, and we're going to get his shirt colored in. And that stripe. And then I also want to come in and do the centers of the flowers here and this tag. Okay. Then we're going to come in with the dark Daffodil Delight and do his color and some shading around his shirt. Just to add some dimension there. And then I also want to do that line again. Okay, then we're done with those colors. Then we're going to come in with the light and dark Balmy Blue and the light Night of Navy. And we're going to color in his bag with the light Night of Navy. And then I'm also going to do the vase as well. Okay. And then we'll come in with the dark Balmy Blue and start shading that in. But first I'm going to do the writing on these packages and on the outside edges. And start blending this up. And start blending these up as well. Okay, and then we'll come in with that light Balmy Blue and do more blending here. And finish off our vase. And then color in that label. Okay. Sorry for my hand reach there, guys. I'm just putting these away. Now I'm going to come in with my light and dark Poppy Parade. And I'm going to color in the shipping label here on this. The shipping label here on this. And then I'm going to do the light on the little flowers and then dark on the tulip flowers. And then on his postage stamp right there. And then we'll do the dark. Oops, I also wanted to do the light on the middle of those tulip flowers. Just like that. Okay. Now I could come in with the dark and do the rest of the tulip. And then I forgot the center of this flower, so let me come in and do that really quick. Okay. And then we want to do some Night of Navy for the leaf. So I'm going to do the dark Night of Navy for the stems, and then the light Night of Navy to color him in. And I forgot my little heart, so I got to come back in with my Poppy Parade and do that color here. Okay, so that one's done. Those are done. Now we just need to finish off our little male guy and our dog. So I'm going to come in with the light and dark smoky slate and the light black, basic black. And I'm going to color in his spots the basic black. And I'm going to color in his hair and mustache the basic black. And his shoes. And then for the dog, we're going to finish coloring him in with that smoky slate here. I think I said smoky slate. I'm sorry, it's gray granite. I have it right on my directions here. Okay, now we're almost done. Yippee. Okay, so we're going to come in with the ivory blend and pen here and color in his face. And hands. And then one last step, I'm going to take my light petal pink and I'm going to put a couple little cheek prints here and color in his mouth. And we are all done. Now we can assemble him all up. So let's glue this down into the center of our card here. Just like that. And then we're going to fold this up. And let's then layer all of our cardstock pieces together. Oh, sorry, I was doing that off camera. My apologies. Did not mean to do that. Okay. So pretty simple once you do all the coloring. I made a few of these, and so I pre-cut all the paper and did all the coloring at one time. And then I'm going to come in with my Wink of Stella and add a little bit of glitter to the front here just to add some funness to it. Oh, first I got to layer these on here. So let's see how we want to do this. Delivering positive thoughts. Get excited. Let's do it that way. Okay. So you just got to go with the shape of the card. You'll see which ones are fit where based on those dimensions. And I'm just layering those right into the center. Okay, there's our shipping box card, my friends, the quarter fold card. So now I'm going to come in with my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to just add some fun. So there you guys go, your finished card, and then it pops right on out like this, and you can put your message. So I hope you guys had fun creating with me today. I sure had fun creating with you. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Have fun creating, my crafty peeps. Bye-bye.